Hey everyone, so today we have come up with the new interview question on the dates. So as you can see on the screen that in the input table we have three columns, and the first column is the name, the second column is the date one, and the third column is the date two. So interviewer asked us that he wants to create a new table out of this, which will be having some new records, and all those new records will be including all the months which will be which will be starting from this particular month, and it will be ending to this particular month. So for example, if you'll see here on the right hand side the output table, so here we had the date starting from the 1st Jan 2024, and it was ending till today's date 16 September 2024. So we have created like all the new records. So like from Jan to September we have 9 months. So we have created these nine records here. So date one will be mentioned in this format, that it will be the start of the month, right? And the date two will be containing the information the end of the month. So we need to create this output table from this input table. So let's see in a SAS that how can we achieve it. Thank you. Okay, so here we have created the test dataset with the same format and the same data which we had discussed in the Excel file. So the first column here is the name with the character format, and date 1 and date 2 will be in the form of date 9. Okay, so the value that we have given the same John. The first date is 1st Jan 2024, and the second date is the 16th September 2024. So what I will do, I'll first create the one data set with the name of temp1, and I'll be copying the data from the test. Now what I will do, I'll create the date 2. So I'm using this temp1 for the first record. So in the first record we had like the 1st January till 31st January 2024. So we just want to get the end day of the January month. So I'll be making use of int_nx function here. So inside the int_nx function, we have four parameter. The first parameter will be the time period. So with which uh, time period you want to increase or decrease the date. So here I'll be using month. Second parameter is the starting date, which is basically date one. The third parameter is like by how many value you want to increase or decrease the date. So we do not want to increase, we do not want to decrease, because we want to see the end day of the month. So we'll be mentioning here 0. Now again we have the fourth parameter. So here I'll be mentioning E. E stands for the ending date, right? So if I run this, so you will see it has created date 1 with the 1st January till 31st Jan 2024. Now for rest of the record, which will be starting from the second till last, I'll be creating the another table, let's say temp2, and here I'll be making use of retain statement. Retain statement I'm using here so that it could hold the data for the older value. Whenever a new record is creating, it will not give it a missing value. You must have learned about it in the PTB. So the same thing I'm doing here. So again, copying the data from the test. Now I'll be making use of the loop. Inside loop, I'm using iterator here, which is starting from the 1, and it will run till the difference between these two date, right? So I'll be using here the month function. So with the help of month function, I'll be giving here date 2 minus month date 1, right? Now I'll be creating two date here, date 1 and date 2. So for date 1, we just want to get the first day of each month. And for each new record, we want to see for the next month date, right? So again, I'll be making use of int_nx. We know first parameter would be the month. The second parameter again that it's a starting date. And because we have to increase the month here, so we'll be increasing it by one value, and we want to see the beginning date. So I'll be mentioning here the B. Now again, for the day 2 part, I'll be using int x again. Time period would be the same, month, and the second parameter would be the date one. So this will be making use of this date one. Okay. But here we want to actually create the end date. So we do not want to increase, we do not want to decrease. That's why I've mentioned the 0 here. Let's see. And here I'll be mentioning E. E stands for ending. Okay. Now let's write down this output in the table, end this loop, and run. Let's see how does it look like. Okay. So we have date 1, date 2, and name. We also have this iterator. We do not want to see this, so let's drop it. Okay, so we have this data. So we just simply need to append these two data, and let's create a final table. So if I run this, you will see the required output which we wanted. So in this way, we can create such kind of data. There could be different way of doing it, right? So you can mention it out in the comment. I'll be happy to know that. And so feel free to comment down whatever is your suggestion, and if you can write down these queries in an optimized way. So that is very good to share with each others. And if you have any questions, if any different queries you want to know, then you can please ask me on the comment section. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.